Hi, son. Hi, son. Come here. Bring me a charger. That Hassan took.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Nelson's Packers going up against Bryant's Cowboys. And with that, we're off to Big D and AT&T Stadium, where we'll say hello to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20.
What? All right, come bring it to me.
There you go.
All right, put it down.
The first carry now. This is Lacey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Let's do it.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play clock. They run it again with Lacey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And for this offense...
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he completes it to Jordy Nelson.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. Right? Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Paco's. Who the fuck is Paco? Pop Rose.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Man, 38. Man, 38.
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Play clock winding down. They begin the drive with Lacey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers to throw on second down.
Oh, shit.
Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Seven yards remain now on third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
On second down, Lacey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, second quarter. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Rodgers again here on second and 10. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Throwing it, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson from 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
You don't need what? Oh, okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Okay, talk.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Do you have Madden 19 yet? No.
The field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality?
Are you going to get 20?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go.
Oh, shit.
The team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So
what?
It changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And have that what he
Go here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Second down following the incompletion. A second down throw for Prescott, and that is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swain, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Rodgers will hand to Lacy. Stays on his feet, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in. So the ball's incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. A strong running. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty. Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott now from the 50. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They'll get 23 yards there. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Here's Prescott. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it is incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers.
Oh no! Fucking bullshit.
Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Bryant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key.
Nowhere to go here. He
Come on, bro.
Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Damn it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swain, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to return. This is Jeff Janis. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One back is Lacey. Trying to shake off the interception from the...
fucking bullshit.
Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT.
Oh,
and he
fuck.
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Snap comes at 1. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. They run. It's Lacey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with a
what do you appreciate?
already being in the red zone.
Whatever, man.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott.
Oh, my God.
For a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less
to become
culture
the Rams.
shock.
Less culture shock. Less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Oh, wow. It's just a game.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now Brown. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it now with Dunbar. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And Jason Garrett's going to lead the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Come on, let's go.
Running with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get
All right.
and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give them 13 on the pickup there, and it'll give the Packers a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That's not a good one right there. Shit. Oh, damn it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
He plays this a lot. He's ranked 4,300. I saw, is your dad gonna buy you a controller? Huh? Yes or no? Okay. I'm not gonna buy you the controller though. Yeah. Well, it's not gonna be a disc. It's not gonna be a disc. No. If it was like $60, that's too much. $30 ain't nothing. What? It's gonna be downloadable. I know. If I get it and you don't buy it that day, and you buy some Fortnite crap, that's your fault that you did that. I didn't know you came back, Sheena. Oh, you got, oh, they have the triple mount now? Is that what this now? Or you went to the hospital to take it? Cena, what we did again? No. What age?
The hell?
The second or third?
Oh. Man, I hope you get your phone. Oh, she's on? Huh? Nothing. Why? I just said I'm gonna get a new phone next month, and I hope you get yours on next month or soon. Okay. So don't be telling me. So, vision should come. Huh? You just need someone to do it. What?
Yeah.
What she type something dumb? You can't. What? Can you help me get? Can you help me get on? Baby, what she said? Can you help me get my? What are you saying? What do you want? What are you saying? What do you want? Can you help me get? It's not okay. Can you help me pay my bill? And I'll pay that. Can you help me pay? I'll pay that. I don't want you to go to the catfish because I'm not. Okay. Can you help me pay my bill? I haven't even met you yet. I'm going to. can cash out something. Okay. So when are you gonna get gas for your car? Oh, that's good. So you lost your job or what? Whoa. So you want the header so you can come? I don't use Cash App. I don't use Cash App. I don't use Cash App. Very bad. You know, I know how to work it. Do you know how or something? Do you know how to work it? I do Walmart to Walmart. ID Walmart to Walmart. ID Walmart to Walmart. No. Fuck yeah. Can't do Walmart to Walmart. Why? Well, if you can't come, you can't come. Well, if you can't come, you can't come. Because I'm not going to have a ride this. Let's go. So that's why you can't catch it. So that's why you can't. Yes. What's Cash App anyways? What's what's Cash App? What's Cash? So can you just Cash App? Add someone in the house to do it. Use Cash App. Fucking phone died. It's crazy. It's my cat. What you doing, Dad? You can play better. You ask your girlfriend she got a sister?
No, not yet.
She got a little sister? So I need me a little sister. This 18, 17, 19?
17.
17?
Yeah.
Damn. Who was good in 2017? Nobody know. Awesome. She still coming or what?
I don't know.
She got you mad?
No.
Oh. Awesome.
Good. He's out of here. I'm gonna come back. Say you can play it. Just fucking call it in.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go walk.
Oh, this fucking key.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the most exciting receivers in the NFL, two division rivals. It's Dez Bryant versus Odell Beckham Jr. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome
I haven't
guys,
even met you yet.
And Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
If I would have met you, it would have been different.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Giants first.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
They run again with Jennings. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at cornerback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Throwing is Manning on third down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches, now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. That ties him with his former LSU teammate Jarvis Landry for most catches for a receiver in their first 3 years in the NFL.
And just think about it this way. LSU is known.
I thought you lived with your dad
as well. So wide receivers coming into the league and doing the damage they're doing, absolutely incredible. But I do know this. OBJ will tease his former teammate and say, don't forget, we're tied, but I missed a few games my rookie year. If I'd played those games, I'd be way ahead of you.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And it's up and good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol.
So your dad can't bring you up here? I'll give you the address.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on the left side, he's got Witten. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Prescott out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Gavin Escobar, his big tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. The Cowboys, now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Prescott to throw on 4th. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 5. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what they're...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18.
Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. 3rd and long for Prescott. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown.
Hello, right now.
Dez Bryant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
Oh!
And it's no good.
Yo, no tripping.
This is the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very
short. Back in the game and shit.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Huh?
Manning now on first down. They go screenplay with Jennings. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass.
How come you can't come over here?
The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Into the red zone now. Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work
is
just
how
unflappable Eli
I
is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is, just throw it up there, he'll go get it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Try to come on the 4th or something like that.
And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould.
Try to get some gas money.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 70 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Another touchdown?
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's able to put it through. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the line.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon.
Ask your friend to give you a ride over here on the 4th.
Loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Ask your friend to give you a ride over here on the 4th.
But they'll say it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now out come the Giants. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Whitehead, the return. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
And he cuts it right sideline. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the...
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention.
I guess you're winning.
That's their second, so they'll have one remaining.
Yes, you're winning, but I don't think you could do that again. But a win like this, no, you can't.
Why not?
They come out here in the eye.
So they're good on here, that's
There's
why.
the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one
another touchdown.
And he'll take it into the
That's
end
me.
zone
I'm the Cowboys.
for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, he's winning then.
Darren McFadden from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. So they're going to go for 2.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And
She got off.
The defending NFC
Get a ride from her friend.
They didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to
get a ride from her friend. She got off.
The pace here.
She jumped off, Yeah.
They get the young quarterback going. The defense continues to live up to expectations.
Get him.
They can make a real strong push in the West.
I'm going to say, why'd you get off?
So the defense forces a 3-and-out.
No, don't argue with her, man.
Scurry at work.
That's dumb.
No, she's done with work.
No, she's off? Oh, you said she's off work?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was talking about she got mad at you or something.
No.
Because you told her to find a ride.
No.
Oh, she gonna find a ride?
I don't know. She ain't right back yet.
With that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
So you're the Cowboys, huh? You're losing, though. That's 28.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They do go for it. It's Manning. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas
garbage
to take the field.
He's beating it. It's not garbage.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
He's beating you. He's not garbage.
Wide receivers, one tight end.
Hey, bro, you have a mic?
First down,
He said you're garbage.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
I'm gonna get in my bag.
You ain't got to do nothing.
Second
I'm
down
gonna get in
now
my
after the
bag.
pass completion. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1. Another pistol look here. One man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle. And a cutback. Right,
I'm finna get in my bag.
Again. To the end zone for a
What I tell you?
Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in.
Oh, yeah.
And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying.
Oh, hell no, David.
What? You're winning, right?
Hell no, David. Let me see.
No.
Creeping into the NFL game.
You're gonna make me move.
In other sports, maybe in
Look at the defense
as
you in.
well. Morris Claiborne makes the play.
Oh my god.
defensively.
Oh my god. You're gonna score right here. Watch.
No, it's not.
How much in the
Stay
bag?
on the ground. Again, it's Jennings.
How much in the bag?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30.
Let me see.
Run the football this well in the
Get your girlfriend back.
I did.
Veteran leadership leadership.
Their hands are sweaty, man. What the fuck?
Really not.
Yes, they are.
Sean is not sweaty.
To being a veteran,
Right.
still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over
It's
yet.
your hands.
Here's Jennings. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground
Okay,
for
we'll
a
see what
second
she
down.
says.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. It's caught.
Come on, Tom PC.
Why? So you can clap your hands and be loud and shit?
No,
You just clapped your hands.
You're making him come like he getting yards.
So what? That doesn't mean nothing. He ain't gonna get no
You
yards.
know the video game Madden, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why he's a big reason that Odell Beckham was on the cover in 16 with the arm stretched out, that famous one-handed catch.
Yeah, and he did that a lot.
See?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
To throw, it's Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Manning. Caught right side. It's Lewis.
Oh, touchdown.
Giants. Roger Lewis. And the final
Here, let's see this.
first half.
Oh.
And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down. Just
If you can get a ride here, I have the money here waiting for you, okay?
Drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Eli's going to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though...
What's the money for anyway? So pay your phone bill?
If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit.
Hello?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still.
I hope you're pretty because I don't like pretty girls and skinny girls. So I hope you're pretty.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to
So do you want the address so you can, when your friend comes? Or what?
From that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Prescott now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because the drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come out here in the eye. Now it's Jennings. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Will Tye. 30 yards. And thanks to the long down team, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Hot routes.
First down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Let's look
Fucking
ahead
bullshit.
for a
He's
quick
fucking
minute. We
kidding.
don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting net.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They come out here in the eye. This is Jennings. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Here's Manning to throw. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
I don't know why she don't turn on the cooler.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye.
Shit.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain.